Good evening. Despite us losing 3-2 on the night to Roma, we go through 8-5 on the aggregate scoreline. And we will now face Villarreal in the Europa League final towards the end of this current month. Cavani got the 2 away goals for us. And who was the only Man United fan that said it was going to work out and it was a fantastic signing? Oh yeah, you're looking at him, aren't you? Yeah, smug face again. I'm the king of the castle and you top reds are the dirty rascals. You just remember that. And I know these top reds watch his videos, by the way. And I'll say something about the protest in a minute, by the way. So look forward to that. Whilst obviously Josh King can't even get in the starting 11 against all the teams that Everton are playing. Odd, isn't it? Strange that. Hasn't worked out for you, has it, Josh King? Thankfully we picked Cavani over you and it was 100% the right decision, and I'm proud as punch that we got Cavani. And if we win this Europa League, which we could do, I think Cavani is the reason. Because if we got Sancho, then we wouldn't have reached this we wouldn't have got into the final of this competition. So we'll see what happens on the horizon. I don't know why Van de Beek played. I thought it was appalling again, showing once again why you do not get many opportunities at Manchester United Football Club. There was one moment in the early stage of the first half when he put the ball forward and lo and behold the goal was out of play and he misplaced the pass. I think Greenwood was going to latch onto it and he just doesn't do it for me. I don't think anybody knows what he is. You know, fans think, you know, he could play in a 2 or he could play as a number 10 to replace Bruno. But he needs to buck his ideas up, and the only reason he started tonight was because we've got a congested fixture list. We've got about, 4 games in 8 days because of that stupid protest. So, yeah, and Villarreal could actually rest all their players, really, because they're not going to get into the Champions League positions, are they? You know, and whilst we'll be knackered. So, all those who spoilt the game that should have been played against Liverpool, you know, disgrace, spoil sports. And you know what? I bet you, right, certain people, right, only wanted to stop the game, yeah, because they didn't want their Scouse mates, you right there, mate, get into the top 4. That's the only reason it was. Odd that, isn't it? Strange that. It's strange how 1 minute they go, oh no, can't get rid of the Glazers, and then go, oh, hold on a minute, European Super League, got to get rid of the Glazers. It's funny that, isn't it? Yeah, hypocrisy in a nutshell. That's why I'm having nothing. I'm distancing myself from these Glazer out protests. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't have the stomach to fight to get rid of them. It's Ole Gunnar Knobhead. He is the one that's the problem. Because him and the Glazers have telepathic understanding. They love him and he loves them. It's a match made in hell. Or matrimony. Whichever way you want to put it forward as. You know? And those Jeremy Cow generation, Renter mob, the loonies taking over the asylum, them to go into Old Trafford and break into Old Trafford was nothing short of a disgrace. And before you all go, and I know there'll be something in the comments going, oh, they were let in. There was one video where they charged forward and kicked the bloody door down, and there's a second one who let them in. And do you know what? I'm going to say this. That could have been as bad as the Manchester Arena bombings. Because if you remember that night, there was a work experience person on the doors and no bags were checked. And thank God that nothing horrible happened in that Old Trafford like it did in the Manchester Arena bombings. The disgrace you all went in there. It's not clever, it's not funny, it's childish. Act your age, not your bloody shoe size. And the protest, they're not going to get rid of the Glazers. You really think someone's got 4 billion to get the Glazers out? You live in a cloud cuckoo land. That's never going to happen at all. Richard Branson, I think he's having trouble with Virgin Atlantic. So he isn't going to stamp up the cash. I'll leave it on this note as well. It's funny, isn't it? 1 minute it was Fellaini to blame. Remember when they all said he's top red, oh, we haven't won the league title since we've got Fellaini in. And then when Fellaini goes, we're still no closer to winning the league title. And now it's the Glazers. So you're passing the buck. You don't know what you want. So I don't want anything to do with these Glazer out protests. You're a disgrace for causing trouble. And that police officer that you injured, he's going to be scarred for life now. And I'm never, ever going to accept that behaviour because it's disgusting, it's thuggish. And if you watched that episode of Coronation Street last night, It was kind of a copy of that. Those sort of people in that scene, the same in the scenes at Old Trafford. Disgraceful, and you should be ashamed of yourself. And that's what I've got to say on the matter.